Hello, guys. I'm Dr. Priscilla. I am the CEO and founder of Speak Excellent English. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the TOEFL exam. Some of you may be under the impression that this is something that you can just pay for and then sit for and receive the exam. It doesn't happen that way. What will happen, though, is that you will need to prepare for this exam. You need to prepare just as if you were preparing for a job interview. If you were applying for a job that you really wanted, you would learn about the job, you would know what the job entailed, and you would also know what your skill sets are, such as what are your strengths. And if this job required certain things, you would make sure that you had those things, or there would be no need to apply. The same occurs with the TOEFL exam. Now, the information that I'm going to give and share with you right now is the same information that you could use for any English proficiency exam, whether you're an English language learner, global learner, or even if you are a native English speaker and you are preparing for some other uh, exam that would require you to speak a particular language. There are certain things that you must be able to do. And in order to do those, you want to find examples of what it is that you're trying to do. Find a model for you. There are tons and tons and tons of resources available for you on the internet. You can find out everything that you need to know about passing the TOEFL exam. There are websites, there are people such as myself that provides service and assistance. As a matter of fact, if you become a member of my Facebook group, Speak Excellent English, I think as an active participant, you would probably find everything that you need to pass the TOEFL exam. Now, am I going to spoon feed this information to you? Absolutely not. But what I will do, the more you put in of yourself, the more I will give you in terms of helping you to achieve your goal. I have a contest going on right now, and some of you who are sitting for or you are preparing to sit for the exam, you could get many, many hours of instructions from me just by going to the YouTube channel and watching the YouTube, making a comment on the YouTube, and ask me questions about what it is that I did and why. And I would definitely give you feedback. This will help you to improve on your responses as you sit for the exam. There is no exception to the rule in knowing that given the topic, whatever the topic is that you're given, you must use some of the vocabulary related to that topic. That topic could, for example, be about food. Then you need to have some specific vocabulary that relates to food. If it's about sports, you need to have some specific vocabulary related to sports. You only need maybe 4 or 5 words. You don't have to have anything too lengthy. You don't even need to know anything about the sport. You do need to know what a sport is. You need to know what food is. You need to know what a restaurant is. And those are the basic things that I think students fail to realize as you're looking at the examples that perhaps are given on the internet. If you don't understand what you're looking for, you may overprocess the information. So I want to recommend to anyone who is preparing for any of the English proficiency exams is to seek out help, ask questions. There are lots of people that are willing to help, but first you must be willing to help yourself. Now, obviously, there are lots of people that pay for the service, and there are lots of people such as myself that will expect payment if you would like a particular type of class. So if you're interested in passing the TOEFL exam and you'd like me to work with you one-on-one or one-to-many, make an appointment with me. Ask me in this video how I might be able to help you. If money is a problem for you, let me know that too, and I can talk about how you can get some of the same information absolutely free. I want to encourage you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I want you to join the Speak Excellent English membership group, and of course, interact with all of the participants there within the group. If you're watching this as a replay, please leave feedback and a comment. If you're watching me live, you can just type where you're from, and I'd be happy to give you a shout out in that regard. So now what I wanted to do is to give you one example of a Toefl question. I'm going to go to the internet now to find that Toefl question. And know that you will have 15 minutes to prepare and 45 seconds to respond. I'm looking now for an example, Toefl speaking question, practice question. Let's see what comes up. And I think this is from 2020 speaking question. So those of you who are taking the exam in 2020, here is a question. This one says, describe a place you have never been but would like to go to someday. Describe a place you would like to go to that you have never been. Remember, you have 15 seconds to prepare and 45 seconds to respond. All right, I'm going to take this 15 seconds to prepare. I'm going to think of a place. I would love to go to Italy. I've never been there before, but I hear that it is a great place to be. I'm thinking out loud. I don't know what the cost would be, but I think I would love to go there. All right, so that was my question. That was my 15 minutes, my 15 seconds in preparing my thoughts. Describe a place you have never been, but would like to go someday. Here's my 45-second response. A place that I would like to go is Italy. I've never been to Italy before, but I've heard wonderful things about Italy. I've often heard that the people who speak Italian, it's more like a romantic language.